Okay, so I did miss a couple of things. So this is my dual corporate letterhead, as you can see here. A little closer. This, Jocelyn S. S is for Sissy, because my Walker family called me Sissy instead of Jocelyn. Just a nickname that my sister gave to me that my whole family picked up. It's kind of hard for anybody to say my name, Jocelyn. So my aunt ended up putting S for Sissy. Jocelyn S. Walker, roll number PBC 1197. This number is found with my name on the 1979 base roll. In order for you to remain on the tribal roll, this is dated May 25th, 1981, the creation of the 82 roll. In order for you to remain on the tribal roll, you must have official birth records in your files that will back up your family genealogy. Our office must have the listed documents as soon as possible. Birth certificates of James Walker Sr., James Walker Jr., Hilda Walker, and Joyce Walker. James Walker Jr.'s birth certificate or death certificate for all roll numbers. James Walker Jr.'s birth certificate for all roll numbers, which includes mine. So his birth certificate secured me as a minor child in my family genealogy file going on to the 1982 roll. So that would be the original 1982 roll, not the fake 82 roll, which Porch Council has posted on the tribal member portal that does not include my name on the roll. Because if it was the original roll, then it would include my name and my sister's name and my cousin Janelle and everybody else that's under the docket 272 under the Tribal Trust Fund protections of the Secretary. So these will include your files or complete your files. Rather than send these requests separately, I'm doing so in this way because one birth certificate is enough in the case of James Walker Jr. and James Walker Sr. So they didn't need my birth certificate to include me on the 1982 roll. However, they did have my birth certificate because in order for the Bureau to accept the docket 272 application, that birth certificate had to have gone in, and those applications were sent back to the tribe after they were processed, and they were supposed to have been made part of the record in the family file. If you need assistance in obtaining the necessary birth records, please call me or visit my office as soon as possible. I'll be glad to help you. Signed, Gail Thrower, Tribal Archivist, which was also the Enrollment Specialist, May 25th, 1981. Okay, then another document that I need to show. Other document that I need to show is this one dated November 7th, 1979. You see here, corporate letter, dual corporate letterhead as well. All tribal members. Based on genealogy information on file in the tribal office, you have been included in the tribal roll of the Porch Band of Creeks. Your tribal roll number is shown on the address label on this letter and indicated by PBC number following your family name. Please make note of this number as it will be used for all information regarding your tribal membership. The tribal roll containing 1,298 names has been submitted to the Federal Acknowledgement Office as part of your tribal petition for federal recognition. So this shows, okay, hold on. In the very near future, we will be asked to submit records or proof of each tribal member's family line. In order for you to remain on the tribal roll, we must have birth certificates, copies of wills, family Bible records, marriage records, or other documents that'll back up your genealogy or family record sheet. For your convenience, a tribal representative will be at the library Thanksgiving Day between the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. to assist you. You may bring your documents or records to the representative to secure your private information file. This information will not be available to persons other than yourself. Signed, Eddie Tullis and Jenny Lee Dees. So this right here actually shows that 1,298 names are on the 1979 base roll. That roll was So during federal recognition, it was stated, and I can pull that up, but it might take me a minute. It stated that 200 and something people were allowed to be added to the roll, which would have equaled out to 1,470 tribal members that were added that could show proof that had a docket 275 or any other means that they were excluded from the roll in the 1979 roll that could show direct blood lineal descendancy of at least 1/4 degree that could be added to the roll, and that would have made the 1982 roll. So the 82 roll were the additions, or the additions of the 1979 roll. The only people that were removed from the base roll were those that had already passed. And at that point, my grandfather had already passed. And so his name would have been removed between 1968 and 1982. 1979. Yeah. His name would have been removed from the 1968 roll, which confirms that the Secretary of the Interior created the Eastern Creek payroll and even the tribal trust funds tribal membership roll for the tribe using the same calculation in the Federal Register as I showed you before, saying that the docket 275 was not used, not only because there was no genealogy attached to it, but because it was for lands that were ceded by the historical Creek Nation to create the lands for the Cherokee tribe. Another document. So another document that I would like to bring to your attention is the 1979 letter here on dual corporate letterhead, Creek Nation East of Mississippi, Port Savannah Creek Indians, November 7th, 1979, where it's showing that Eddie Tullis and Jenny Lee Dees are stating that based on the genealogy information on file in the tribal office, you've been included in the tribal roll, the Port Savannah Creeks. Your tribal roll number is shown on the address label of this letter and indicated by the PBC number, followed by your family name. Please make note of this number, as it will be used in all information regarding your tribal membership. The tribal roll containing 1,298 names, which would have been the basis for the 1979 roll, has been submitted to the Federal Acknowledgement Office as part of the tribal petition for federal recognition. So anybody that's on that 1979 roll is the group of petitioners. In the very near future, you'll be asked to submit records or proof of each tribal member's family line. In order for you to remain on the tribal roll, you must have birth certificates, copies of wills, family Bible records, marriage records, or any other documents that may back up your genealogy or family record sheet. Then you have